take this out to center stage. One of our national sponsors is IGUS. Now we have a lot of software sponsors, SolidWorks and EasyC, RobotC, but one of them is IGUS, and IGUS provides part of the parts for our robots this time. They also gave us these little stress balls, and Nicole wouldn't let me play with them, but these are basically in the shape of a brain. So what we want to see is, does anybody out there feel like they need a new brain? All right, let's hear from you. Little tote bags here from Northeast. We're going to toss those out. So let us hear from you again. All right, I've always wanted to do this. Yeah, some of those are hard. I told them not to hit anybody. I've always wanted to do this. I've got a video thing on my phone, and you know how rock stars get up in concerts and they are like have their camera or whatever. And when some of that music was playing earlier, I was thinking about the rock star thing. But I would love to be able to post a video on our website of the excitement from our group. Because as great as Brian is and his team, I'm sorry, but our schools are better. Don't you think? We were at their kickoff last week and they made a lot of noise. So I really need you guys to step up for me. Can you do that? All right, I'm going to start videoing and you just go crazy. How's that? We do have a couple other things. I was just going to get excited, do the rock star thing, and go like, you know, just be excited. But we have some door prizes.
Anybody want some door prizes?
Anybody like those?
Are you excited? Okay, everybody, if you look at the front of the stage, you'll notice you have kits, and you'll be getting those kits today. They're consumable and returnable kits. And that's most of everything you need, but we do need tools, right? Anybody have tools? No. We need some tools. That's what I thought. So we want to help you out. We want to get you started. And to help give out those tool kits or tools today, the giveaways, we want to bring on the NACC career coaches. So ladies, come on out, Debbie Wooten and Wendy Clark. These are the ladies that can help you with your career decisions when it comes to engineering, science, and technology. They're in your schools. Get to know these folks. They can help you make great career decisions when it comes to these fields, engineering, science, and technology. Okay, so let's, Rick, you can help me with the... Okay, first school, when we call out your name, stand up and shout. Fife High School. Marshall Technical School. Okay, give it up for North Jackson High School. This is one of Whitney's favorite schools, Woodville High School. Okay, where's Otter? Okay, Pisgah. And is Fort Payne in the house? DeKalb County Technology School. Scottsboro. And one more, North Sand Mountain High School.
Okay. This year's theme is space. More specifically, the concept of a space elevator. How many of you are familiar with the concept of space elevator? Well, let's take a look and see what space elevators are all about.
The most difficult and most expensive part of going into space has always been the first leg of the journey. The first few hundred kilometers are where the pull of gravity is strongest. And up to now, the only way to overcome this obstacle has been to use costly, inefficient, and dangerous rockets. But pretty soon, possibly within the next few decades, rockets will be replaced with a cheaper, better way. Until quite recently, it was merely an idea from science fiction. But advances in material science are making it a reality. It's called a space elevator. A cable extends 100,000 kilometers from the surface of the Earth into space and is held aloft through centrifugal force generated by the spin of the Earth. A climber vehicle, using simple electric motors, pulls itself up the cable, delivering people and cargo into orbit. The main advantage of a space elevator is cost. Whereas a typical shuttle launch costs $20,000 per kilogram of cargo, a space elevator can carry the same amount of cargo for only $200 per kilogram. Like the Transcontinental Railroad of the 19th century, the space elevator would open a new frontier for commercial interests. One exciting possibility is harnessing solar energy in space. Unlike a rocket, a space elevator could carry a huge amount of solar panels into space for a relatively low cost. Once in orbit, these panels would beam energy back to Earth using a laser. This type of power is clean, cheap, and inexhaustible, but it is only possible if the space elevator is built. Another benefit to consider is environmental impact. Rockets put a lot of pollutants into the atmosphere. These include ozone-depleting chemicals like hydrochloric acid and chlorine. A single shuttle launch can dump 75 tons of chlorine into the fragile ozone layer. A space elevator, on the other hand, generates its lifting power on the ground using clean fission or fusion reactors. It's the greenest way of getting into space. But perhaps the most intriguing benefit of a space elevator is that it will allow ordinary people to access space. Rather than a privileged few astronauts or billionaires, a trip to space can be experienced by everyone for little more than the cost of an international flight. Ultimately, whoever builds the first space elevator will control access to space. If America doesn't take the lead in developing one, other countries will. Europe, Australia, or even China might become the gatekeeper to space. The opportunity is there for whoever takes the first steps.
time to reveal the playing field. What do you think?
I don't know. Do they seem like they want to see it?
I don't know. Let's ask them. All right, hey, I'm going to ask you again. Are y'all ready to see the playing